I'm from South Africa, currently in Durban, and yeah, I've been trading for this would be my third year. So I would think I'm kind of new to it. This has been like my first year being successful in trading. Besides that, I basically do like stuff where I go to schools and I like encourage young kids, and I'm also involved like with ministry and a lot of work like that, community work and stuff like that there. When it came to learning, there was actually a friend at our church. He found out I'm like trying to get into trading, so he gave me a course to do, and I did the course. I was learning, so that was like my first and second year where I was learning. I didn't know what I was doing, so I like made money. I was getting excited, and then I was losing, and then I was blowing accounts. But I guess yeah, that's all part of learning. When it comes to strategy, I'd say I don't go like too much into strategy. In fact, there's a saying that I heard where, trading is like 10% strategy and 90% psychology. So when I got into that part of it where I understood the psychology behind trading and like the discipline, that's where I started seeing much better results. But in terms of strategy, it's quite simple. I just use the normal trend line, support, resistance. If you see my charts, they look quite clean. Oh, so I used platform 5 and I did the Royal Challenge. It was a 10K account. Yeah, I started with that because when I just found out about the funded trade, I actually found out about you guys through my dad. He always, looks out for me and stuff. And he came across, the challenges, the free challenges that you guys host, where like if you win like in the free challenge, you can get funded. I like the ideas that you had out. Even the chess thing, that was also quite unique. I haven't seen that with other like prop firms and stuff like that. I came across a 10K Royal Challenge. I said, let me just, give this a go and try it out. I liked the rules and how everything worked, and it looked like something that suits my style. So yeah, that's how I went for the 10K challenge. I had two. So in the Royal Challenge, I had those two challenges, and then I was funded. With that account, I think I received about three payouts. My last one, I got about $408 from there. And the withdrawals are really quick. So that there is definitely a plus for me. I would definitely, and it's something I always emphasize, is risk management. So even if you had to see my stats on the funded trader, my win rate is 40%. Yet, we are having this interview about like my withdrawals and stuff. Yeah, so like my win rate was quite low, but my risk management always, like you plan your trade, you trade your plan, you stick to it. And usually with my plan, I go for minimum of 1 to 3 with my risk to reward. And yeah, I think that was the key thing that kept me passing the challenges and kept me funded is yeah, definitely risk management. I chose Rise. I was quite new to that because previously I signed up with Deal, and then when I was about to withdraw, I had to like create a whole thing with Rise. But yeah, the process of signing up and all of that was quite fast. And yeah, I made my withdrawal with them. And the payouts are also quite fast. Like from the funded trader to Rise, the withdrawal went in my last withdrawal actually. Within a couple of hours it was in there, and then by the next day it was in my bank account. So yeah, it was quite fast. Okay, if I had to think of something, I would say maybe yeah, maybe a platform where there would be like something to make the withdrawals like a bit cheaper. Okay, so the withdrawal is like a $10 fee with Rise. So I'd say something where we could make more direct transfers into our local bank accounts if it is possible somehow. The biggest issue, okay, well, I would say at the start it was my fault for not reading all of the like terms and conditions and all of those things. So when I started off, I was basically trading, so I didn't know that I couldn't trade news, which was definitely my fault. So I traded a news event, I got a violation. I actually made profit there, and then yeah, I got a violation, and I'm thinking, why is it minus from my account? What did I do now? So I reached out to the customer service, and they pointed out and showed clearly understood, and that was fine. But yeah, the service from the funded trader has been really good to me. And yeah, I wouldn't say I have any issues really. Okay. In fact, what attracted me to the funded trader was the discounts that you'll have. I always look forward to seeing those 60% discounts and all of the stuff that come with it, like the percentage of like the payout from my side, it could go up to like 95%. So in fact, I don't think any improvements there. Yeah, and I'm actually happy that I enjoy those big discounts. I would say, well, the user platform and stuff, well, the platform is really user friendly, and yeah, I find it easy to just go through like stuff. When you look at the challenge, it's very plain and simple. If you go to the downloads, there's that nice thing, where you can see the comparisons of the different challenges. You can see what suits you. I can't actually think of something to improve that because yeah, it's actually been really user friendly, simple to use. So yeah, I prefer private interactions because I'm actually not on social media. I don't have Instagram and you well yeah, I watch YouTube and stuff, but I don't have like my own social media, no TikTok or Instagram or all of those stuff. So at that time when I started learning, I don't have social media for maybe about 2 years now. But yeah, and at first, yeah, I definitely had social media, I saw postings and stuff like that. And in fact, the first thing I saw was, I forgot what it's like. It's a different kind of trading. Yeah, but it was this, I don't know if you heard of expert option before. Yeah, so basically like how that trading works is like you place in like a position and then after a certain time it's either like you make a set amount or you lose a set amount. I forgot what it's actually called. So I saw that and then I liked how the whole idea of the thing worked. And then someone actually told me about Forex trading. And that's how I got into it. And then as I was saying earlier, my friend, he gave me a course that I did and I was learning, I was excited about it. I love just watching how, the markets move, like putting money aside, just, understanding why is like gold moving up or why is the indices going down, like what's the causes of these things, and understanding like in economy simple stuff, like with interest rates and inflation. So I actually enjoyed all those like aspects to trading, and that's when I realized, this is something I want to do, I want to get into. I know a lot of people try to get into trading because of money, and then we know like how it works with greed. Like it's very difficult to be successful in trading when you have like greed and you over risk and stuff like that there. So yeah. Yes, definitely. Always looking at, up till today, even though I'm in a place where I do make profit and stuff, I still go and look for what more can I learn? How can I improve what I know already? So, for example, I look at like I'm learning about something to do with like templates now, like with a weekly template, a daily template, and how the market moves, within a week and like psychological levels. So there's always room for improvement. That's what I believe, no matter where you are at, like what level you're at with your trading. And yeah, there's always opportunity to like grow and improve. And yeah, sometimes the cost of like testing something out, it could cost you, like some profits or something like that. But when there is a breakthrough, I've seen like little moments in my phases of trading where I'll have these like little breakthrough moments where I learn a new concept and then it improves my trading. And then yeah, those losses will easily get recovered. The win rate starts to grow a bit more, stuff like that there. Okay, I think a major thing is, so I don't use like just one strategy. For me, it depends on like the condition of the market. I'll see, okay, are we in a range, in an uptrend or a downtrend? So I like to base stuff on like, facts. So if you look at the market, are we in an uptrend, are we in a downtrend, or are we, ranging? Because those are like hardcore facts. Price can't do anything. It can't move like, in a circle or something like that. It's either ranging or going up or down. Okay, no, definitely. I would say that was my risk management. Before, I used to be a very emotional trader. Like if I win, so I'll just give you a story of a time when I started. So we like our currency is rands in South Africa. So I funded like a little account with 200 rand and I traded, what was it? It was NAS. I traded NAS 100. It was a news event, NFP if I'm not mistaken. And I literally took 200 to like 6,000 and I was blown away. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was so excited. I'm like, how is this even possible? It showed me, what's like the possibilities in the market. And then the next week came because NFP is on Friday. I was excited. I didn't withdraw anything. In my mind, I was set. I was like, if I could take 200 to 6,000, imagine what I'm going to take 6,000 to on Monday. And then New York session came, 3:30 our time, and I think within 3 minutes I'd lose 6,000. And that was a very hard lesson learned. I just closed my laptop. I left trading like I couldn't leave it for too long because I still like trading. But at that time, it was more like I was basically gambling because I didn't know what I was doing. But I was just excited, like to be in the market. Why I gave that story was to do with risk management because you can have a brilliant strategy with a high win rate and all of those things. But if your risk management is like really bad, you definitely like we could be both using my strategy, but if your risk management is not proper, then you definitely won't be successful. So as I was even saying earlier on, my win rate is like 40%. I think a lot of traders don't like to admit like when they have a low win rate, but losing is a part of trading. It's just knowing how to manage your risk and overall tweaking stuff to see, yeah, can I be profitable? So definitely if you have a win rate of like 40%, but if your risk to reward is like a 1 to 3 minimum, you're going to see profits at the end of the day. And yeah, I mean, you can do the math and see that with a minimum of 1 to 3 with a 40% win rate will be profitable. Okay, so for me, a big thing was like setting up a daily routine. So, for example, every morning I wake up, I like get into the word, like I read the Bible and I learn a lesson from there and I just spend some like quiet time in the morning. For me, that's very important. It gets me into a place where I'm like level-headed, I'm ready for the day. I think with any field that you're in, it's very important to be like level-headed, and have some sort of structure, daily routine. I also started, like going to the gym, keeping fit. Because, for me, I have a thing where it's like, what's the point of being like extremely wealthy and rich, but then, you're like unhealthy. So also having a balance, like, with keeping your health in order and having a routine, spending time with like people, with family. So that basically helped me a lot with trading where I'm not on the charts 24/7 because that's what really used to mess me up. If I take a loss, I'd be looking at how can I recover it. I'm not aware of where we're at in the markets, the times, like the sessions. And like with now, I have more of a routine. I wouldn't trade out of the Asian session, London, and the New York session. I wouldn't, during those times, I'll be doing other things in my life. Okay, for me, I'll be honest, for me, I wasn't always level-headed. In fact, I was extremely impulsive with like any decision I make. But yeah, for me, a big factor was like, as I was saying, like having like a devotion in the morning where I read like the Bible and like the lessons I learned from there. That's something that helped me in my journey, even with trading. Okay, for me, a big moment was this year. So in the past 2 years, I've been trading and I've been having wins and losses, but overall for 2 years it was losing. It's like I'll get a job, get some income, do something, and then I lose all of that money. And then it was, kind of discouraging. And this year, I started getting these thoughts, whether I should continue with these things. Is trading even real? I started questioning myself, can you actually make it with trading? And I went to a meeting that was actually in Sandton, Joburg, still in South Africa, yeah. And I got an opportunity to meet like actual traders, people who are actually successful like in the industry. And it showed me, the reality of, what, I can actually become successful with this year. And there's certain things I need to like work on. And I just looked back on the past 2 years, there was, as much as I was unprofitable, there was progress. And like my key turning point was my risk management basically and setting a routine. But a key moment for me was it was just maybe yeah, a good couple months ago where all the losses I've taken in the past 2 years I managed to recover. And yeah, then I came across like the funded trader and stuff like that. In fact, I saw the discounts. I said, let me, give it a go. I bought the 10K Royal account, and so I bought
Mhm.
the 10K Royal account, and I was super excited about it. I started with it, but before I started the challenge, I planned myself. Yeah, planning is very important. I planned, how much am I going to risk per trade or per day, and how am I going to, pass phase one and two, and then get funded. So I had a plan, just specifically designed for the 10K challenge because that's what I was planning to, purchase and do. And so the time came, I did phase one, and I actually on WhatsApp, we have like a family chat just with my family, and I was excited. I shared every part of my journey with them, my results. Like when I passed phase one, I shared it with them. I was super excited. Then phase two came. And that was like a key moment for me where I'm like, I'm actually in this place where I'm funded, like I passed phase two, I'm funded now. And that was such an amazing moment in my life. I shared it on my family group. We even went out, we celebrated. And then, yeah, I was funded. I made my first withdrawal. I showed my family. I made my second one. Then I made my third one. And it was exciting. I managed to do many things with it and just things to keep me motivated, like in my journey. Like for example, when I came to a break even, like where I recovered all my losses from the past 2 years, I went and I bought like a blue hoodie, just to remind me. And why I bought a blue one is because when you're in profits, you see blue.
Mhm.
So I just bought like a hoodie, to remind me, this thing actually works. You recovered all your losses now. Just something to motivate myself. And I actually wore this jacket that I'm wearing right now, or this tracksuit thing. I bought it from using my withdrawals with the funded trader. And I bought it was, I don't know if you can see like the sword logo that you have showing there.
Yes.
It's a similar color. So it was something to remind myself, like, at this prop firm thing, it's actually real. When you make it, you can actually withdraw. So for me, I buy like these little things just to motivate myself and show myself, that, this is real and it works. So yeah. Yes, so I'll just give you an example. In my plan, I would look at what I'm going to trade, the lot size I'm going to be using. And in fact, what I like with like platform five is when you put like a limit order or something like that there, when you put your stop loss, you can see how much you're actually risking and how much your take profit is. So it actually made the risk management like much easier and much more enjoyable. Like I know like with MetaTrader 4, you had to put everything like manually. It was hard to really track, how much am I actually risking. But like the process is much faster on platform five. Um, so yeah, in my plan, I'll say, okay, I'm using this amount of lot sizing. I'm risking, let's say, $100 to make $300. Just an example. I'm willing to risk $100 for the day, 1% for the day, or 2% max. If I exceed 2% for the day, I'm closing my laptop. I'm just gonna wait for the next opportunity. That's something that has also like grown me, where I'm not just in the market and like when I'm losing, I'm trying to like, recover my loss as quick as I can. But always keeping that in my mind that, there is always an opportunity. The next day will give an opportunity or the following day. You don't have to like, rush into trying to get all your gains or like your profit back because that cycle is like a deadly cycle that could just blow your account, cause you to fail challenges. So yeah. Okay, so when it comes to like risk management, I try to keep my whole trading thing as simple as possible. Before when I started, my my charts were like really messy. I didn't know what I was actually doing. But now I keep it super simple with risk management. I definitely do back testing. Up till today, I still do back testing. I would rewind, I would back test specific months, check the impact of the news on it, track certain things like that there. And yes, I look at what am I currently doing? What is my overall win rate with it? What can I do to improve my win rate? For example, let's say I'm looking at support and resistance and something to just tweak it instead of just straight up buying at a support level. I would wait for specific confirmations, maybe a candlestick confirmation or a specific pattern, just to improve my win rate. And those are all the things that go in my back testing. And so I have more or less of an idea of, okay, where to enter, is this a good trade to take? I don't take a trade if I don't see myself getting at least a 1 to 3. I know usually when you watch videos and stuff, it's 1 to 2, 1 to 2. So for me, it's either 1 to 3, and I definitely would do risk management in that, So for example, if I'm at a 1 to 2, I would take some profit off the table, but I would leave most of it to run to the 1 to 3. So that's how I manage my risk. I never get to a place where I'm like up like by 1 to 2 and then suddenly I'm like, taking a loss. It'll either be a break even. So I use those little things to manage my risk. In fact, the funded trader helped me a lot when it came to news events because I used to love trading news events and I used to lose most of them. So with the Royal account, I couldn't trade news events. So it was something I had to also, develop from myself. And it actually improved my trading by waiting for like after a news event, seeing the data that comes out and then making a decision. So yeah, that actually helped me out as well, all with my risk management. Okay, my feedback is it's excellent. I've, before I picked a prop firm to go with, I did my research on all the prop firms. I'm not saying, like speaking bad or anything about other prop firms, but what I found personally with the funded trader, I really liked, like the opportunities you create for like people who maybe don't even have the money to buy like, a challenge or something like that. You'll have opportunities like with the chess challenge because maybe someone might have the skill but not have the capital. They could be like brilliant traders but not have like the capital. So I've seen, the initiatives that the funded trader has taken by, creating like those challenges like with the chess. Sometimes I even play those challenges because it's fun as well, playing chess. I'm not that good. I've never won a challenge like that. But it's just fun to, like the community. And I love all of those aspects about the funded trader with the challenge, where you get an opportunity to show your skill as a trader with the competition, sorry. And yeah, there's opportunities there. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the top 25 where they have an opportunity to get funded with something. So yeah, that's like stuff that I find unique about the funded trade. Even the service from you guys has been really amazing, the support. And yeah, thanks for all of those things. And even when you send emails, like with challenges that your customers would like with the surveys, we fill that in. And now we have like the Night Pro challenge where there's like we can trade news events and there's evidence that you care for your customers and you're for them there. And I'm grateful for that. And I'll definitely be loyal to the funded trader because I enjoy all of these aspects of it.